Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Techntux's Let's Play Minecraft Season 1, Episode 4. And today I'm thinking about working on industrial craft machines. And we'll just have the resources over here. Did a little bit of mining off camera, and I've also added... I took the furnaces that I had outside the building from over here, and stuck them between the chests, added a few chests in, and some signs. And so I got that all organized. I also added some pressure plates in here so that when we go out the door, they automatically close behind me. And that works great for keeping away mobs. The other thing I'm going to need to work on is that I'm getting hungry quite frequently, so I'm probably going to need to make a farm today. But first I want to make those machines. So let's get started on that. Some of the basic stuff we're going to need, and I have an empty chest here. So let's go over to the ores chest and grab some of this redstone, and this is great for making some industrial craft stuff. I also need copper, some rubber that I made earlier, and we're going to need some more of that. And let's see, what else do I need for this? Oh, I need iron, so I'll go ahead and grab that. Alright, so the first things first, let's drop that all in there. Let's see, let's go ahead and get this started. And let's see, first thing I want to make is a chip. So let's go ahead and locate that. Actually, I think it's called a circuit under my industrial craft. And it's made with refined iron, redstone, and copper cable. And I'll show you how to make each one of those. So let's go ahead and stick one piece of iron in here for now. And let's see, the first machine I need to make is a generator. So let's see how we make one of those. Alright, and let's see here. Generator. Okay, so we need a furnace. That's easy to make. A machine block is basically 8 pieces of refined iron, so we can definitely do that. And I also need a battery, which is we're gonna use 10 copper cable, which I'll show you how to make, and redstone. Oh, so I need 10 too. So let's see, where do I have some of that? 10. Looks like I got some here, and also here. I'll just grab some of that here. That looks like that's finished. Now, regular iron is from vanilla Minecraft. In order to make refined iron, we just basically need to stick it back in the furnace again. It's going to do the same process, and then we'll get refined iron out of it. So I'm going to put in, already got one piece of iron in there. I'm going to stick in, let's see, 7 more here. Because we're not going to need the circuit right away. We're going to need a machine block first. So we'll go ahead and get that started. And I'm going to need some more wood for that particular furnace. So let's go ahead and put that in there. And I'm going to need tin. So we're going to need 4 of those. And let's see. I also need to do some copper. So we're going to need a little bit more wood here. And we'll go ahead and take about half a stack. That should be good. We'll convert that into planks so that it's a little bit more efficient for burning. And let's see. What was it that I was going to put in there? Ah, yes. I need to put copper in there. So, to make copper wire, we're going to first convert this copper ore into copper ingots, and we'll do probably about 6 of those. I think that should be enough to begin with, at least. And then also I'm going to need the rubber that I already made here, and then we'll get started on that. Okay, it looks like this furnace is done, so we got our 4 tin. And while I'm at it, let me go over here to my dirt stone chest, and we'll go ahead and make a furnace, since that's one of the basic things we're going to need for our generator. Alright, let's see here. We got the iron ingots from this one, and we got 1 refined iron there. So we're just going to need to stick these back in here, because we need refined iron for all of them. And let's see, is this one almost finished here? It looks like it is. And let's see. Wait for that to finish up here. While we're waiting, I'll grab some redstone so we've got all the recipe together here. And let's see, that's getting close. Alright, sweet. And let's see. Got 2 of those left. Perfect. Hey, I got an achievement. Better than iron. Awesome. Alright. You know, you probably could split this between the 2. That way it makes it faster. So let's go ahead and do that. Awesome. Almost done. So let's see what else we got. Am I forgetting anything here? No, doesn't look like I am. Alright. So, let's see. Do we have enough to do the first ones? Looks like we do. Let's go ahead and stick this in the crafting table. And, oh, silly me. I need to convert this to wire first in order for that to work. So 3 copper ingots will give us 6 wire, uninsulated. And an uninsulated wire will work to connect machines together. The only thing is you will shock yourself if you touch it. But right now, I'm using this in a recipe. And in a recipe, it has to be the insulated copper wire, which you just saw I put rubber in here, and then put copper wire next to that, and you get insulated copper wiring. So, I have the correct stuff to do the battery, so let's go ahead and do that. So we put tin on each side here. We put redstone in the center, and this is like for power. Always think of redstone as power in industrial craft, because it's used in a lot of different recipes. Industrial craft uses a name called EU, which is basically energy units. And we got our rebattery, or rechargeable battery. But we're not going to use it for recharging because it's going straight into a recipe. It looks like we have our rest of our refined iron here. Oh, and I have 2 in this one as well. I almost forgot that. Alright, so we're going to make our machine block, which is out of 8 iron ingots. And that gets us a basic machine block, which is used in a ton of recipes. Now, if you make a machine block and you want to get it back, just put it back in the crafting table. You'll get 8 refined iron back out of it. And let's go ahead and make our generator. So we have the battery we made earlier, the machine block, and the furnace, and that gets us our generator. Hey, we got another achievement. Alright. So for now, I'm going to stick the generator over here in the corner. And this takes basic wood, so we can just stick it in here. And that will fill up this power indicator here. And this is the extremely inefficient in terms of power generation. But we always have to start somewhere, and the generator is the best place to do that. Alright, so now that we have that finished, the next thing I probably want to work on is a way of making my ores more efficient, and also to be able to extract more rubber. Right now, when we stick sticky resin in one of these furnaces, whoops, not a chest, a furnace, we only get 1 piece of rubber out of it, basically, which is extremely inefficient. I'll show you why here in a little bit. So, one of the next machines I'm going to be working on here, let's see, first one I want to work on is a macerator. Now, these are made with the machine block again, and this one's going to require an electronic chip, which I'll show you how to make, and it requires cobblestone and flint. I think I have all of these. I just need to make this machine block, which is going to require a little bit more iron, and an electronic chip, and this is how we make it. So we have to have 6 copper wires, 1 refined iron, and 2 redstone, and we'll get back to that in just a minute. Now, I don't have enough copper cabling, so I am going to actually need some more rubber, and to do that, we're going to need to do some more sticky resin. So let's go ahead and get that started, and I have a whole stack of it here. I don't want to use all of it, so let's just do about 5. That should be fine. And then we can do enough wiring to be able to do this here. And while that's cooking up, let's grab some more wood out of here, and we're going to go ahead and make a couple stacks of that. We'll drop out some more wood in here, and more in here, and then I will stick in half a stack of that. Oops. Definitely want that for here. Alright, looks like the generator finished filling itself up. You'll notice when this red goes out here, it's completely filled. One of the other things that I think I'll make on this episode is we'll go ahead and construct a Batbox. And I'll explain why that's useful here in just a minute. So, collect all these iron ingots out of here. Yeah, we got the rest of our rubber. Alright. So now we can make some more wiring. Alright. Now, I am going to need a little bit more iron, so let's go ahead and grab a few more pieces of that. And we'll put this back in here so that we get a full thing of that. And while I'm waiting on that one to finish, let's go ahead and stick this in here. And we'll grab about half a stack of this that will go into this one. Awesome. Alright, looks like it's nighttime. And I don't want mobs spawning around me, so I'm going to go to sleep while I'm waiting for that stuff to do its thing. Alright, and let's see. How far are we coming along here? So I got 2 refined in that one, 3 in that one. Oh, and we're doing regular iron in that one. Alright. So, I think I have all the ingredients for regular chips. Let's go ahead and do that, since remember that's part of the macerator. So let's go ahead and stick that in the center here. We'll do 2 on this side and need 6 of these, and there we have our chip. Now, one of the other things that I need for a macerator is I will need... I thought I had... Oh, I put that in my ores chest, probably. Yep. So I need 3 flint. And I already have my cobblestone. And let's see, I think I'm missing one other thing. Oh yes, I need to make a machine block. Alright, do I have enough to do that yet? Nope, not quite. So let's go ahead and put that in there. And then while that's cooking up, we'll put 2 more in here for some of the other stuff that I'm going to be doing here soon. Alright. Just need 1 more. Awesome. Alright. So let's go ahead and craft another machine block. You'll find that it's best to make quite a few of these. Not necessarily in the very beginning, because you need some machines first, but it's always nice to have them on hand. Alright, I don't remember exactly how to make a macerator, so let's find out. Now, I have NEI installed, which is kind of neat, because rather than having to look at this and then remember the recipe, I can just put a question mark here, and then it sticks it in here. So then I can just put that in there, and the machine block here. 2 of those, oops. Nope, 1 of the machine block in the center. And then put the 3 of these on here. And then out of that we get macerator. And we get an achievement. Yay! Alright. Now I'm going to stick the macerator here, and you're probably wondering, well, how am I going to get power to the macerator? For now, I'm going to use one of these copper cables, and we're going to put that in the center, and that will actually power this up directly, which is awesome. Now you'll notice there's 4 slots here along the side. And this interface may look a little bit complicated at first, but it's actually quite simple. This is just showing how much power it has. And you can put a battery down here, the re-battery that I made earlier. Or you can, up here, you put the items like that you're going to macerate. And I'll actually show you what it does here. So I need some more copper eventually. So I'm going to stick some in here. And if you'll notice, it's starting to get power from over here. It's turning on the generator, and it's slowly working through here. And that actually will give us 2 dust. Now, 2 dust basically can be stuck into a furnace, or what I'll eventually make is a electric furnace. And see, out of each copper dust, that gives us 2 ingots. Now over here, we'll have option to add upgrades to the machine, which will make it faster and more powerful and such. And I'll show you how to do those later. Now that we have those 2 machines built, this is the one that I really enjoy. Let's go ahead and get an extractor going, and also a Batbox. Now, let's look up a Batbox here. So let's type in bat. There we go. So, what do we need to make a Batbox? Doesn't want to cooperate with me on the recipe here. There we go. Alright. So, to make it, we'll need 3 batteries, and 1 copper cable, and some wood. Alright. So that means I'm going to need some more tin, actually. That's the next thing I'm going to need. So let's take the copper out of here, and let's see. I need 3 batteries, so that means each battery takes 4 tin. That means I'll need 12. In order to do that, I just need 6 of these, because remember we're doing getting 2 dust out of each one, and those can be made into ingots each. Alright, and we already have 4 cables here, so that should be actually just enough to make the Batbox. But I will also need some more cabling, so that means we're going to need some more sticky resin done here. So let's go ahead and stick that in there. I got some refined iron, which is awesome. And let's see. I eventually want to run this wiring under the floor, so it looks a little bit better. But for now, this should work quite nicely. Now, one of the other things that we should probably work on here is I need an extractor. Aha. So we're going to need another chip, another machine block, some tree taps that I showed you on the previous episode how to make. And let's actually go ahead and make those right now. You have to use brand new tree taps. And the reason for that is that if you use the ones that are not brand new, then it will basically just, the recipe will not work without that. So let's go ahead and grab some more here, make that into planks, and then let's see. I've got sidetracked here for a second. What was I making? Ah, tree taps. That's what I was making. All right. So let's see here. Need 4 of them. Sweet. All right. Now we'll just keep those in my inventory up here. And let's see, that tin should be done here soon, hopefully. The way you can tell a Macerator is working is it has the red up here, basically. And it looks like we have 1 more to do here. Almost done. Sweet. All right. So now we just need to get this refined back into one of these. And we'll do about half of it in here, again, to speed this process up. And then, let's see what else we can do here. While we're waiting on that, did I get enough rubber yet? No, not quite. Alright, let's make a little bit more wiring here. And, alright, so now we got 10 wires. Awesome. Okay, so that's still working on that. Oh, I didn't intend to put the whole stack in there. Alright, so I got 3 tin, and I should have some more over here. We'll go ahead and make some more batteries. So that, oh, nope, don't have enough tin to do that. Alright, let's grab this. Alright, so should have just enough to make at least 1 more battery here. So I'm missing 1 more tin. Ah, there we go. Sweet. We'll grab the rest of the rubber out of that one. Alright. So let's go ahead and make that last battery. Then we'll just stick those in the center here. Put these around that, like the recipe was showing. And put 1 wire in the top. And there we have a Batbox. Yay! Now, what this will allow us to do... Let me go get an axe here real quick. Do have plenty of wiring here. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this down here. And I'll actually stick it down here first just to show you something. We have one side that's red here, and then the rest of them are yellow. The yellows are inputs. And let's go ahead and pick that back up here. Hope I don't lose it by doing it this way. Nope, looks like I did. Alright, so just to let you know in the future, that is one way not to pick those up. So I'm actually going to need some more resources here. So what I'll do, I'm going to pause the video here, and I will go ahead and make another one of those, and I will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and I've built myself a new Batbox. I feel kind of silly for having broke that. I should have remembered. Basically, one thing to keep in mind when you're trying to move anything that has to do with industrial craft, you're going to need a wrench. Now, I may have time to show you in this episode how to make one. If not, I will actually show you in the next one. But for now, I'm actually going to move down where I'm going to actually put the Batbox by 1, so I can actually show you here. So if we plop the box down here, all the other sides that are not visible here at the moment are yellow, and those are input sides. And if I put a wire here, it's going to turn the generator on automatically because it's going to fill this up. And this can hold 40,000 EU. And it also tells us that it can output 32. Now 32 is typically the max that these machines can take without being upgraded. If you try to put in more than that at one time, it'll actually cause them to explode, and it will completely obliterate the machine, some of the blocks surrounding, and it could even hurt you at the same time. So always be careful about putting in more voltage than necessary. But Batbox is just enough for that. So I want to get the wire buried in here. So we're going to run it from the output, which is again where you plug that in there that you can see. And let's look, it looks like I got myself stuck here. So let's go ahead and dig this out. We'll place the wiring down in through here and up to there. And we should be getting power to that now. Yep, fully powered. Alright. So let's go ahead and bury this back down in here. And we'll cover that right back up. I'd say that looks pretty good. Just have the generator sitting there. Never see the Batbox. Alright. Now, I do have a slot open here, and I'm actually going to make another one. The reason for that is I'm going to be adding a couple of new machines in beyond the one that I just did. And I will show you those in just a moment here. Alright, so I was talking just a little bit earlier about making a extractor so that we can make more efficient use of the sticky resin. So let's go ahead and look up that right now. And let's see. We need an electronic chip, machine block, and some tree taps. And I should have that right here. So, machine block, tree taps, and electronic chip. Must have done it wrong. I'm guessing I need to switch these around. Ah, there we go. Hey, we got another achievement. Super tree tap. Alright. Now, I could just plop this down here, but if I do that, I won't have any connection to wiring. So what I'm going to do is I will run another wire here, and then we'll drop down this machine, and that should be getting power. Now, if we stick the sticky resin in this one, it'll slowly work its way out, and I'll show you in just a minute what that's going to do. Now, one of the last machines I want to make on today's episode is I want to make an electric furnace. So we can stop using these furnaces because they're a bit inefficient in terms of burning resources. So the first thing I need to do, to make an electric furnace, you actually have to make a lesser furnace, which is an iron furnace. And this one's also a little bit faster than a normal furnace. And this you just use regular iron. You need 8 of those, so let's go ahead and make that right now. So we'll just put in 8 here. And there we go. We got an iron furnace. Alright, now, from the iron furnace, let's go ahead and do an electric furnace. Let's see what recipe we need for that. Alright, so we just need 1 chip, some redstone, and an iron furnace. I think I can do that. So 1 chip, redstone, and my iron furnace gets us an electric furnace. And we get another achievement, even hotter topic. Yay! Alright, now let's see here. We'll go ahead and stick this last wire in here, and we'll stick the electric furnace there. And that has power now. And let's go ahead and, let's see, I don't have any dust right now, so let's go ahead and, oh, I guess I don't have any ore on me either. Alright, notice we stuck in 1 piece of sticky resin. We got 3 rubber out of that. So that's way more efficient. Now that I can efficiently do this, I'll just stick in the rest of the sticky resin. Looks like we're also out of fuel in here, so I'm just going to drop this wood into there. And that will be storing down in the Batbox below. Alright. Now that they got those machines out of the way, let's go ahead and drop these back in. Well, actually, that's my ores chest. So let's go ahead and put those in here instead, actually. And we'll go ahead and macerate some more ore, because I always can use more wiring for industrial craft. So we'll go ahead and drop in about half of what I have there. Get that started and going. And what else did I need from here? Let's see, the last machine I probably need to make very soon is a compressor. Let's go ahead and look at the recipe. I may not make that right now. We'll need another electronic circuit and a machine block. Alright, so right now I don't have the resources to do either one of those. So I will go ahead and wait on that for now. We'll probably get that done in the next episode. One thing I definitely do want to get started right now is I want to get a farm going here. And I'm going to need some seeds to do that. And let's see. I also need to make a hoe. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, I do have cobblestone. Awesome. So I can make that. Alright, so let's make one of those right now. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted to make. And that way I'm not getting hungry quite as often. And for now, until I can actually set up an official farm, let's go ahead and just... let's see. Put these down here. I know normally they need water, so it's probably not a good idea that I'm just planting these out here. But that's what I'll do for now. What I could also do is plant these next to water. Let's try that as well. Just a couple of different experiments here. The main thing I have to worry about, since I don't have a fence around these right now, is that I may have animals trample them. So, and when you notice that the soil changes color here, that means that it's getting water, and it's more likely for the seeds to grow. Now what I just planted is wheat, and we'll see which one grows better, either the ones over there or the ones that I have next to that. Alright, Macerator's working along here, getting me some copper dust, and the extractor's working well too. Awesome. Now, I can actually show you what this electric furnace does. Watch this compared to a normal furnace. This is going to be awesome. Just look how fast that is. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick the rest of that in there. Awesome. And then we'll go ahead and I'm going to stick the miscellaneous stuff that I'm working with right now in here. That way I have it easily accessible compared to the other chest where I'm keeping just specific stuff like ores and that kind of stuff. Wow, the sun's almost going down. I wonder if I can get a good view of that. Let's go ahead and get over there and see what we can get a good view of there. Ah, that's beautiful. Love watching sunsets in Minecraft. Anyhow, you know, this is probably a pretty good point to stop this episode, and I will probably see you on the next one, where we'll be doing a little bit more farming, and I will get started on some other machines and maybe some of the other mods. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed today's episode, and I will see you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to help me improve or have ideas for future videos, leave it in the comments below or send it to techntux@gmail.com.